Hi everyone, I wanted to give you a tutorial on how to give yourself a salon-worthy blowout straight from your own home. To start out my blowout, I get my hair about 65% dry. If your hair is thicker, coarser, or curlier, you might want to do about 25 to 30% dry in order to keep more moisture in your hair so that it's easier to get it smooth. Next, I apply a root lift to my roots. I dab it on in a few sections. I like to put it on with the hair a little bit dry instead of at the beginning to get the most amount of volume. On the end, I put up blowout cream from mid-shaft to ends. I only use about a dime size amount. Next, I'm going to part off my mohawk section. This is how you're going to get the most volume from your blowout. Make sure it's not any wider than the size of your round brush, or you're going to have trouble keeping all the hair in the section. I start by blow drying each side. I take pretty big sections. I'm using a really large round brush. If your hair, once again, like if your hair is coarse or curly or thicker, you might need to take a little bit smaller sections, but you should still be able to take a decent sized section and get it smooth. Your goal here is to get your hair smooth, shiny, dry, and get a little bit of bend on the ends. I realize this video is only 5 minutes because I sped it up, but really this whole blowout only took me 12 minutes. So I wanted to show you that it's possible to get a great blowout at home in a short amount of time. And this is the fastest way I figured out how to blow dry my hair and still make it look great. Make sure you're getting your roots really good. If your hair is not dry when you're done, your blowout was all for nothing. You need it to be completely dry or it's gonna frizz up, it's not gonna hold, and it's not gonna last you a long time. When you see me running my fingers through my hair like this, I'm making sure it's dry. You might need to wait till it cools down though, because sometimes when it's hot, it's hard to tell if it's dry. And I'm just pulling my round brush underneath, and I'm rolling it at the ends. I also highly recommend having a great blow dryer, one that has a really powerful motor, because if you're using a $20 Conair and it isn't blowing very hard, you're going to have a really hard time getting your hair smooth. Here I'm feeling to see if it's all dry. In these areas where it's a little thicker, I'm taking a smaller section and just re-blow drying it to get it completely dry. Especially in the back, because the back's a little thicker. Now I'm going to blow dry the mohawk section. I'm going to split it into 2 sections. You may need to do 3 depending on how much hair you put up there. If you're having trouble controlling it with your brush, take a smaller section. Here I'm pulling the hair up, I'm getting the end smooth, and I'm pulling it forward in front of the base of the section. And I'm blowing the back to get a lot of volume in there. Keep blowing it up. Getting it nice and dry and smooth. I'll twist back and forth like that just to give it a little more volume and a little more bend. This section is really important to give you the max amount of volume for your blowout. Here I'm going to take a Velcro roller. These are a great tool if you have trouble getting volume in your hair. When the hair is still hot, you roll it in and then clip it in with a duckbill clip. I'm going to do the same exact thing on this front section, pulling it forward. I keep having to rewrap this one just because I have a bunch of little hairs in the front, so you may have to do that as well. But see how I have control of the section? Make sure you have control over your section. If your hair is going all willy-nilly all over the place, you're going to have a lot of trouble. I'm doing the same exact thing. Then I let them cool and let it out. Front one's still a little hot, so I'm going to use a cool shot just to cool it down a little faster for the sake of the video. You could go and finish doing your makeup and leave those in for as long as you want. And then in, I just pull them out and look how much lift it has. This blowout will last me a good 3 days without having to do anything else to it. I like to use the Kendra 25 hairspray just to give it a little bit of hold. And voila!